Hello everybody and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing week. Currently it is Thursday and the markets are going absolutely parabolic right now. The bulls are in absolute control of the markets for right now. As you can see, Bitcoin just today hit 110.5k basically, and the stock market, would you look at that, the S&P 500 is not stopping, guys. We are currently above the second weekly pivot resistance, almost at 6,300. The Nasdaq is at almost 23,000. Basically the CME future markets, they are already over 23,000. Also the same goes for the S&P CME future markets. They are also above 6,300 basically. So very bullish week, guys, as I have been telling you. Ethereum also pumping almost at 2,630 basically, a little below that value area high, and right now having a slight correction to the downside. The same goes for Bitcoin, as you can see, after this week to the upside, to take out this liquidity sitting to the upside. Basically you can see we are almost at the top, taking out all of this liquidity I have been talking about since here, guys, since the bottom we've made as around 98,000. I have been talking about how we have liquidity sitting above at the all-time highs, and potentially we will be taking this liquidity out. As you can see right now, we are just very close. So in my opinion, by tomorrow or maybe even during the weekend, Bitcoin is going to reach its all-time high, since we are very close. As you can see, we are only a couple of percents away. If we measure it to the all-time high, basically 2.5% to around 112,000 basically for Bitcoin. So we are very close to the all-time highs. The 4-hour time frame still looks decent enough for a continuation, and as long as we remain above this value area high of the range right here, then I can see that liquidity get taken out very easily. Our RSI momentum getting slightly cooled off after hitting that 80 line, as you can see, and right now our momentum waves have been getting that potential trigger to the downside, which in my opinion could have potentially also already played out after this small correction, as you can see. Now let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum rejecting from that second weekly pivot resistance and that value area high of the range right now. The RSI also the same, getting cooled off after hitting that 80 line, and the momentum wave is potentially clipping to the downside once again. Also SUI, if we look at SUI, also got a pretty nice move exactly to that second weekly pivot resistance, so pushed back above $3, and right now is sitting at $2.98 basically. Now the only coin that has had a bigger rejection to the downside is Solana. So Solana is struggling a bit, as you can see. I was expecting, since Bitcoin and Ethereum were pumping so much, so SUI also, I was expecting for Solana to eventually push up to that region of around 180 to that value area high, but Solana got rejected from that first weekly pivot resistance once again, and is right now just hovering slightly above that weekly pivot and also that POC, and right now it is looking pretty weak. So in my opinion, Solana is potentially waiting for some retest of this level right here, maybe create that double bottom, so we do something like this, and then we get that push to the 180 level, basically the value area high of the range. And so basically the same goes for Hype. While Hype is still being pretty high above that first weekly pivot resistance, we still do not see an impulsive continuation like we saw with Ethereum and Bitcoin. Also, if you look at the Bitcoin dominance actually right now is finding a support right here, which is actually not very good. This is not what we want to see. Basically we kind of created a double bottom right here, as you can see. So this potentially can take us up back to that weekly pivot, and then I will be hoping for another rejection like the one that we got here. Basically after this fake out to the upside, the Bitcoin dominance rejected. So I am potentially expecting and hoping for the same thing to happen right now. Since if we look at Bitcoin, basically, if we look at the open interest and the delta, the CVD and the liquidations, guys, you can see this move to the upside is pretty real move. So a lot of buyers opened up positions right here. As you can see, our open interest going up and the price going up indicates that there are a lot of buyers stepping into the markets. As you know, you can see the CVD also rising to the upside basically. So very bullish. This is a real move. And if we look at the Bitcoin longs versus shorts ratio, you can see we do still have for another day in a row more buyers in the market than sellers. So the buyers are basically in control of the market right now. So this is a very bullish indication, and we can potentially continue very high and take out this target for Bitcoin. Basically my highest target for right now is 121k basically for Bitcoin, and my more realistic target would be that 115k, since we do have liquidity sitting all the way to 114.5. as you can see, all of this range right here above the all-time high is basically still got shorts that need to be liquidated, as you can see, and this is why I'm expecting a potential pump to up there. Basically this is in my opinion a very realistic target for right now if everything continues smoothly, guys. But as you know, the stock markets are looking pretty nice. I don't see any reason for Bitcoin to have a bigger correction right here. Potentially just another range right here. So maybe something like this. This is what I'm expecting for Bitcoin, as you know. And also if we look at the Bitcoin ETF flows, you can see today we got another Bitcoin ETF inflow of around 400 million. Basically very bullish still. It has been growing steadily. The big companies are buying, as you know. So the big investors are buying. Are you? So if you are not buying, I don't know what you guys are doing, but I don't know if this market will actually have a bigger correction as of right now, since if you look on the daily time frame, you can see we have been creating potentially that bull flag right here, and right now Bitcoin is actually breaking out of this bull flag, and in my opinion it is very possible that we do get a bigger breakout. So basically if we break out of the bull flag right now, you can see the target is right around between just right under 120 and between 115. So I'm expecting, if it breaks out and continues, another 9 to 10% potential move to the upside for Bitcoin. So very bullish right now markets, in my opinion, as long as the stock markets, guys, continue to the upside and create the new all-time high. I don't see a reason for Bitcoin not to follow. And yeah, this will be my outlook for today. I hope you are having an amazing week, and I'll see you again on Friday. Goodbye, guys.